Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Express. We got three, fellas, we got three. Bang, 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 bang.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's talk about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it to 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 5. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On play action, now Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This from 42 yards out. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
So the Broncos coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Carr to throw on second down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Carr now on first down. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and you'll get plenty more plays just like that.
On second down, here's Carr. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr under pressure, and he'll go down. sacked back at the 31. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, hey, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Walker with a grab left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Black 58, right
Mahomes to throw on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Monday down. Set, fellas.
To throw on second down. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. 1:58 to go in this first half. Play. Back to Denver right after this. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taco Charlton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
694. 29. Yo, Chief.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Deion Kane as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Carr now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. We have hit half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, bowls right over him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Now Mahomes. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Carr, and the Raiders have got him. Jordan Evans leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Express!
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, That's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mahomes now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter don't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Barkley. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 10th carry for Kamara. A beautiful spin and room to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there, Carr to Cooper. 45 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Carr. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
6-18.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On the run, this is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. They find some open field here. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.